Okay, welcome everybody to another episode of No Leftovers with Colston and myself, Michael. We're the new YouTube channel, father and son, talking about everything horror, from horror toys to horror movies, anything with horror we're gonna cover. Um, there is a lot of time in between our videos, only because Colston comes over during the school year every other weekend, but during the summertime, I'll get Colston every other week, so we'll be able to do some more videos. So our goal is always to do at least one video. We try to watch one or two movies and then try to do one or two videos. But this is WrestleMania weekend. Colston's a big wrestling fan, so big Cody Rhodes fan over here. So tonight could be the night that he dethrones Roman Reigns, so we're excited for that. But today we watched a movie together, and this is our first time watching this together, and we watched Happy Birthday to Me, a 1981 slasher. This movie, it was very confusing. I didn't understand the full movie until the very, very end. So basically, it's a movie about a girl, or woman. She goes to school with a bunch of college kids, and what it seems like is, because like I said, it is very confusing. She's had some sort of surgery on her brain. I'm not sure if it was to help her memory or something. And then all of a sudden, basically, her best friend set her up. It kind of reminds me of Scream. That's what it kind of reminds me of. Where her best friend, the reason her best friend set her up is because her dad had an affair with her best friend's mom, and the father left them. So the best friend, to get revenge, she killed everybody and blamed it on the main character. So just a.
Her name's Ginny.
Her name is Virginia. Thank you, Colston's always good with names. That's one thing about Colston. Awesome. Colston's very good with names, and he does follow the story very well. But this movie is just very, very confusing.
And it was more confusing, like how Valentine was.
Yeah, a lot more confusing than the movie Valentine. But this movie right here, the reason I first of all, it's not a bad slasher. What I liked about it is I like the kills. This movie had some. What do you think? It had some pretty good kills, huh?
I have a bunch of favorite kills. I only have 2 favorite kills.
All right, so tell me what kills you liked in this movie.
So my favorite kill was when this guy was cleaning off his bike, because they had a race, and then
Yes.
the killer was took his ribbon,
His scarf.
His scarf, and pulled it. So because the wheel was spinning to clean it off, and the killer pulls his thing, and his face goes into the tire, and it just cuts his face.
Yeah, that was actually a really So the killer was he was a dirt bike rider, and he was cleaning off his bike, and the killer came up behind him and took his scarf, because they went to a university called Crawford, and they all wore these dark purple and in violet color scarves. That's kind of what they were known for in the movie. They all wore it. And the killer, I'm sorry, the victim was, I can't remember his name. The victim was cleaning off his bike, and the killer went up behind him and took the scarf and threw it into the motorcycle as he was cleaning the wheel, and the guy's face went up to it and just cut his face up.
But my other favorite
awesome kill. And what was your second one?
Was the guy when he did weights. Because the guy was literally talking to the killer. He thought it was somebody else, but he kept telling the killer to add more weights, and he did. But he also took another one and dropped it.
Yeah, he kind of dropped it on his boyhood area, and then the weight dropped. So the victim was lifting weights, and obviously the killer in this movie, they all knew who the killer was off screen, but us watching it on screen, we don't know who it is. So that's what, I mean, think about it, man. Most killers in slasher movies, it's always someone you know. That's why.
But there's a kill that was very lame, and so the girl was giving him a kebab, and then the girl put the kebab when he was feeding it, and then when it was in his mouth, he chewed it, and then she was pulling it out slowly, and then just stabs it right through his neck.
Okay, so that's actually one of my favorite. Colson says it's one of the lamest kills. I actually like that kill. I actually have a T-shirt that I got from Gutter Garbs, and I have a pin, an enamel pin, which I look like the enamel pins. I'm a big horror person when it comes. Well, both of us both horror people, but when it comes to horror clothing, I always go to Freight Rags or go to Garbs. Matter of fact, Colston, why don't you stand up right now? I want to show Colston. I want to show the fans. So this is Colston's. I love the zip up. I always buy a shirt, an enamel pin, or I love the zipper jackets. And this is Killer Clowns from Outer Space. That's Rudy. Turn around. And the back is Rudy with the candy cane gun. Love these. I got Colston a couple of these. Matter of fact, Colston's got the Killer Clowns. We both got the Killer Clowns, and then Colston's got Maniac Cop 2, which I'm very jealous of. Me, the one I'm wearing right now, it says It's a Wonderful Life. This is from The Exorcist 3. So go to Garbs and FreightRags.com. That's where I buy a lot of our clothes. We got a lot of clothes coming in. Colston's got some Jason Part 8 shirts coming in. I have Critters 2 shirts coming in. I mean, we got a lot of stuff coming in. I love pre-order. Great store if you guys are into horror like we are. We're diehard horror fans. And we love wearing the clothes from some of our favorite horror movies. So go to Garbs and Freight Rags. So to get back to Happy Birthday to Me. Matter of fact, here's a little picture of the kill. You guys can see right here. See how the kebab's going in his mouth. Unfortunately, that's actually not the kid. That's not the guy that got killed. That's just a picture of what the kill looks like. But basically, she was feeding him, and then it was a metal kebab stick, and she took it and she rammed it in his mouth. That was actually one of my favorite kills. And then the other one I'd have to go with the weightlifting. I thought the weightlifting was pretty cool. Just me being a weightlifter, I lift weights. I know what that fear is. I work out on a Smith machines, and sometimes I do have people spot me. And when I'm lifting weights, and you got those heavy weights on, and your body's shaking, man, it's such a scary feeling.
He had a lot of weights on that thing.
Oh, it did. It really did.
He couldn't even put it down.
It's such a scary feeling to be able to just lock it back on the Smith machine or have your spotter grab it.
What I liked about that kill, like the thing that you put the weight back on when you're done.
The rack.
The rack.
The killer moved the rack.
The killer moved it so he couldn't put it back.
Well, that's what I was trying to say. That's what I was trying to say. Even with the Smith machine, I could just lock it on. It's still scary, but I can lock on the weights. This in this scene in the movie, the killer moves the rack away. You have no choice. You either have to take the weights and slide them off, or unfortunately, our victim died. And the kill scene was really cool. I mean, the guy dropped a 25-pound weight kind of in his groin area, and then the weight just slammed down his neck, and blood just went everywhere.
No,
I mean, oh yeah, well, he dropped on his neck, and it went all over the place. So that's the one thing about slasher movies that I love. Two things: I love guessing who the killer is. That's always my favorite thing, and because it's always someone in the crowd. That's one thing about slasher movies. It's never the killer's never gonna be someone that you go, oh, I didn't see him in the movie, because they don't do things like that. It's usually someone that's always connected to some sort, like the main victim, and the kill scenes. I love because I love imaginary. Like, I love seeing some kill scenes. Like in Thanksgiving, there are some really original kill scenes.
Like Slaughter High.
Slaughter High, there's some original kill scenes. Every movie that I've watched, Fatal Games has one of the best kill scenes I've ever seen in Under the Water, where the killer swims up and throws the javelin. I mean, that is just creativity. I mean, sometimes they're not always executed well because of the time and the era of these movies when they come out. They weren't working with a lot in the 80s, or even, somewhat in the 90s, but especially in the 80s, the early 80s, where the slasher genre was just blowing up really big. A lot of these kills, I mean, they didn't have the technology like they have nowadays, so to see some of the kills that they pull off is very, very impressive, so... but yeah, man, we wanted to come on here. We were excited to see this movie. Me and Colston, we're gonna do a video one of these times where I show you my whole slasher collection. I know Colston's excited about showing that video. We're gonna show you all the slasher movies that we watch. I have them in order, and I'm still buying more slasher movies as almost not daily, but weekly when I get paid. And me and Colston, that's the good thing about this YouTube channel. It's new. This is only our 4th video together. We have a lot of movies to go over, and we're really excited about going over these movies with you guys. And something that me and Colston were talking about today is even though we love horror in an overall general, but we also love Freddy Krueger, Jason. We want to go over those movies, and we want to review them and give you our opinion about those movies too. So that's something that me and Colston talked about today. We talked about how we wanted to do slasher movies, which that's our favorite, but we also want to talk about Freddy Krueger, Michael Myers, Jason. So we got a lot of videos, guys, coming up for you guys. We really hope you guys are looking forward to this. Like I said, I know we're a new channel, so we just need time to grow. We really do appreciate any views. And make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. And until the next video. Oh, two things I always ask Colson at the end. I'm sorry. Colson, 1 out of 10, what would you rank this movie? Be honest, 1 out of 10. I know you weren't really big on this movie.
It was confusing. I would either give it a 5 or a 6.
Okay, no. To be honest with you, I think that's where I'd be. I'd be at a 6, maybe a 6.5. The movie is kind of confusing. It really is. It has you over here 1 minute, over here the next minute.
Because it kept going back and into her head with her cancer.
That part.
No, it happened multiple times.
No, it did. But I just didn't understand that part.
But the only thing I don't like about that is that at first it's not weird, but every time it showed it, it got weirder and weirder.
Mm-hmm. The movie had me in a loop. It really did. I ain't gonna lie. It's not hot. It's kind of confused me because I've seen so many of these movies, and you kind of see it coming when you've watched so many slasher movies and so many horror movies in general. But the ending, when it all came together, I liked it. I liked it when at the end because I was like, okay, now I understand this. So that's why I give it a 6.5. So a 5 or a 6 definitely. How about Nekatoy? I don't even. If you could make a Nekatoy, I don't know. It'd have to be the girl. It has to be the girl on the cover, the birthday person.
Or it could be her, and then it brings the face mask.
I mean, it could be. So if they had a Nekatoy, would you buy this?
Probably.
Me, I'm not sure.
I'm not sure that I would get it because it doesn't. It shouldn't be a Nekatoy.
It shouldn't be a Nekatoy, exactly. But I always do ask Colson these 2 questions. I always ask him, what do you rank the movie? And I always ask because we collect toys together.
But I have 3 Nekatoys, and I would definitely get more though.
What Nekatoys do you have so far? Which one?
I have Thanksgiving, Bloody Valentine, and Jason.
Yes, Jason. Which one? Part what?
Part 7.
Part 7. That's right.
Do you want me to get them?
Yeah, no, that's okay. We can do that in another video. But I always ask Colson if he likes it, will we rank it, and if they made a Nekatoy.
I like it. It's just confusing.
Yeah, it is confusing. The ending kind of it was very confusing until the end. Yeah, at the ending I was like, oh, I get it now. But for the most of the movie, you're just confused and you're really enjoying the kill scenes. Towards the end, they finally put the puzzle together.
Especially that girl on the cover. Confusing. The girl on the cover. Is the same exact person that died in the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a really weird movie. So listen, hopefully you go out, watch it, think you know what I mean, rate it yourself. Maybe you'll like it, maybe you won't. It was confusing for us, but okay, guys. Until next time, remember, man, God first and family. Like and subscribe, and take care, guys. Thank you for watching another episode of No Leftovers. God bless.